when we first got him, he wasn't that socialized and he did everything mouth first, like a classic, like little toddler. We just tried to channel it into toys, and we'd always find he would be going for cardboard, just laying around over even his toys. So we realized cardboard was his favorite toy.
And even when we do buy him toys, every now and then, we'll always make sure that it's connected to like cardboard packaging. He literally prefers that anyways.
Vegan, courageous, brave, and benevolent.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc. Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule dan suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
The next time you have a piece of delicious vegan cake in charming Slovenia, you can express your delight by saying "Krasno." That means wonderful in Slovene. My name is Gasper. The confident people of Slovenia wish you a long and fruitful life, thanks to your loving vegan lifestyle. May God always keep you and your loved ones safe. Slovenia is a picturesque country in Central Europe that abounds with natural beauty. This mountainous land is covered in lush, pristine forests and extensive river networks. Slovenia's underground watercourses have shaped numerous subterranean caves that are exquisite and stunning. The Postojna Cave is one of the most famous and is also home to the Olm people, affectionately known as baby dragons. These remarkable amphibian people can see without eyes, go without food for a decade, and live for up to 100 years. Slovenians care deeply about their country and their environment. More than 50% of the nation has been designated as protected land. It is no surprise then that Slovenia is considered one of the most environmentally friendly nations in the world, and was the first in Europe to be listed as a certified green traveling destination. In 2007, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, personally presented the then Slovenian President, His Excellency Dr. Janez Drnovšek, vegan, with the Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion at the Presidential Palace in Slovenia. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, praised his noble example of promoting veganism, animal people rights, and humanitarianism, as well as his forward-thinking model to look beyond economic interests and solve world issues with compassion. We learned so much about dynamic Slovenia with you as company, faithful viewers. May you be surrounded by positive people who uplift your soul. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, leaves a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Ô Lạc, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy as well as injured animal people, in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attain greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe,
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia,
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia,
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
and South America.
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
As well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been giving awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Kusi Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
Ching Hai, she also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Fue una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes a Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations will shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
We now invite you to watch the first part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message, entitled How to Save Your Life in This Harsh, Brutal Retribution Time, Part 1 of 5, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on October 7th, 2024.
Greetings, all my best of souls. Actually, all the souls are the best. Yes. It's just the mind that make trouble for everyone. In order to control the mind, we just have to practice, for example, with the punning method. I can never emphasize that enough. Hope all of you okay anyway. Yes. Today I just want to especially thank you, all the diligent workers, teams of Supreme Master Television, and also all the people who upload some of my talks onto the websites of different social media. I don't know how you did that, and I did not know that before. I just know them recently, like some weeks ago, months, no, weeks ago. Time passed so quickly, I didn't know. I thought I'd been in this tent situation just like 4 or 5 days. But when I looked back, checked, it's already 1 month and 1 day. When you are so busy, you do not recognize the time and space even. And by the way, I just wish you all the best in God's blessing and wish you a speedy improvement, progress in your spiritual endeavor. Please remember what I told you last time, okay? Of course, for the Kuan practitioners, you already know what to do. But for the outsiders, the vegans, vegetarians, and non-veg, please try to be vegan. Vegetarian is very good. It's not killing, but it also causes a lot of suffering for the cow people. And the cow people are also bred in excessive numbers nowadays. And then it produces this kind of cow people rising, animal people rising produces a lot of of methane and endangers our planet and, of course, our lives. I'm still in the wider forest. I forgot I wanted to thank also some individual and some website media who deleted some of the harmful speech from some liars. Unfortunately, they were trying so hard to attack me, and this is life. I mean, in the physical life, it is, I guess, unavoidable. Even in the Buddha's time, Jesus' time, Guru Nanak's time, Lord Mahavira's time, Prophet Muhammad's time, peace be upon him, and Baha'u'llah's time, etc. All the masters' times, in their period of time, they always had to endure a lot. And not everybody knows about it. Not many know about it. But I'm more fortunate, I think, because I have a tent even to stay warm in. It's about 10 degrees or a little less outside. Yes. But it's bearable. Just that it's wet here, wet there, and the water condensation stays in the edges of the tent so that you have to wipe it or air it out by in the morning opening all the zippers so that the air comes in, and then maybe you have to air while you're sleeping back outside. If it's not raining, of course, yes. Or you air it out under the protective layers of the tent. It's just inconvenient to live in a tent because you have to rely on battery, but it's doable nowadays, and that is very convenient. If you don't have a car, you can ask the taxi driver. If you treat him well, he might help you to bring the battery home and charge it for you, or you find some station that helps you to charge, and try to find a way. There's always some way to take care of yourself when you live in a tent. If you have a little affordable or portable solar panel, it also helps. But you have to be very frugal. I'm very frugal with battery because I rely on that to work right now. If I didn't work for Supreme Master Television with so many shows every day, then I would not really need the battery at all. You don't need it. If you live in a forest, in the woods, there's always dry wood about, and you can use that to cook and warm yourselves. And you can use the coals. After the fire, you can use all the coals and put them in a ceramic little pot and cover it with ash, a little thin ash on top. That will be warm for many hours. That's how you keep the outside of your tent warm also. And if you open the tent zipper, the warmness of the coals will also be inside your tent, and it will keep you warm for a while. That's what the people in the countryside in Vietnam do. My grandmother did that. After she cooked the meal, at night she saved the coals and put them under her bed in a little pot, ceramic pot, and put that under her bed. But the bed in Vietnam is different, because the bed has no cover or anything. It's just some wood beams underneath, and then they would put like a tatami thin sheet made of grass, like those that you bring with you to the beach in summer. Yeah. So, of course, the warmness of the coals will be felt when you lay on it. Talking about a taxi, in my situation, you have to walk far away to the street in order to call a taxi using one of the street house numbers and stay there and wait for the taxi. Where I live, there is there's an address or no address. The tent life is not too bad. It's free. It's more free. Just that inconvenience, because if I have to work, such as my workload, I need a telephone, I need a computer, and of course then I need electricity. Lucky nowadays you can have a battery, you can charge it, and then you can use electricity from the battery, which is doable. Every couple of days you have to change. It's just more inconvenient. The most inconvenient is that the telephone doesn't always work. Sometimes it takes me half an hour to connect with some of my team members. And that's the only inconvenience. Because I have to let them know that they should pick up the shows that I have edited, for example, like that. Or tell them to go into contact. They are not always at their computer. And my computer sometimes doesn't work very well. The internet is not always very smooth, but it is doable. Oh, thank you, God, for all that. I'm really grateful for all these inventions, which make people's lives more comfortable, more convenient, and time-saving. The normal person, normal citizen in the world today lives better than a king in the old times. Truly like that. Yeah. And if we have all peace, and a vegan world, then this is a paradise to live for. Such a beautiful world. We just have to keep it. Anyway, I'm very grateful already to be alive and to still be able to work for you, for this world, for all beings on it, whom I love so much. I'm praying every day, requesting help for you from heavens. But the best help is that we help ourselves. They say that God helps those who help themselves. It is true like that, because there are ways and means that all the masters sent by God already taught us since time immemorial. We know what to do. We just don't want to, or don't really care so much about it, or really think it's not important. It is important. Just like you live in a society, in the world, there are laws in different countries. You have to abide by them. Good laws or bad laws, you just have to abide by in order to survive, in order to have at least peace within your life and with your neighbors. It's not easy to live in this world, I know. I know that. Yeah, some send me some articles about some monks who kind of talk bad about me. And they wanted to kind of openly air it. I say, no, these are different monks. They just misunderstood. They just did not read well, study well about my teachings, and they misunderstood. But they are not demons. We only try to fix the demons, not the normal human monks. Monks are just humans. When they do not study a lot, they only get fixed into a square of knowledge of something and fix themselves to it, which is also not bad. It's just that in my position, I have to teach people. I have to know many things. That's why I studied with different religions since I was younger, up till when I came out to take this business. You have to know, because people in the world, they have different opinions and different religious set systems of belief. You have to know in order to explain to them, to teach them, to integrate into their way of knowledge, into their opinion. If you don't know all that, you can't teach people. Suppose I'm just a normal monk. What should I do? Just teach Buddhist people to recite Amitabha Buddha, or recite some mantras, or recite some sutras. If people even have those sutras, there are so many sutras in Buddhism. Thus, we have to know many things in order to live well with other faiths and not be attacking other faiths and only saying, my faith is the best, is the only one, and the others are heretics. That is not the right concept.
Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Being vegan is not only the most efficient way to be full body strong, it's also the most humane. Everyone wins. David Carter, vegan.
Peace is happening around our world. Peace News number 111 of many and counting. There are many countries promoting peace and fostering amity among peoples and governments, etc. May 2024. The Taiwan, also known as Formosa, Ministry of Foreign Affairs conveys the nation's gratitude for Australia and Korea's joint statement released on May 1st that expresses both countries' commitment to backing stable and peaceful relations between China and Taiwan, or Formosa. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
Gracious viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled How to Save Your Life in This Harsh, Brutal Retribution Time, Part 1 of 5, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Genuine Spiritual Practice, Selections of Tibetan Buddhism Texts by the Venerated Chogyur Deshan Lingpa, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May you always be blessed with protection from heaven.
Being vegan, having peace, heaven, Godspeed.